the time to tune in to today's episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Listen, we have a great show lined up for you. I'm your host, Kim Jacobs, better known as the Balance Doctor. And all of our guests that come on, they're either people that have overcome some tremendous odds in their own lives as they balance this thing called life, or they're experts and they're here to share tips and strategies that will help you better balance and manage your life. Grab your virtual seats and let's get ready for some real, relevant, and relatable content on today's episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. And welcome to this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. I am super excited because we are going to be celebrating today. How are you, Miss Shirley Brockington over there?
I am fine. How are you? I'm excited.
I'm excited because number one, look at you. You look amazing. It's like you bringing in a ray of sunlight into the studio.
Thank you so very much.
I
appreciate your energy, your positive vibes. I just love it. Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. I feel like almost like a proud parent. My cheeks are burning and I'm like, oh my gosh, we are here on the day of you formally graduating from How to Start Your Own Show from Scratch.
Wow. I'm excited as well. It's been a journey. Thank you.
It has been. And we can be totally transparent on here, y'all. So y'all are like listening in to an episode and we're just having our own conversation. But we have been through a whole journey to get to where we are today.
Yes.
And isn't it worth it though?
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. I learned so much. Thanks to you and your training, your expertise.
Well, thank you for taking the training. But listen, okay, so right now we are going to start by just letting you all know that are coming in, just kind of laying some ground rules that you can come in and be a part of today's episode, share your comments, ask questions if you have them, but definitely share the broadcast. Invite people to tune in, tag them and say, hey, this is a moment of celebration of a woman that has had a dream and a goal, and now she's bringing it to complete reality. And so that's what we're here to do today, is to celebrate her accomplishments. You're also going to get a chance to learn some of Shirley Brockington's backstory, and we're going to learn from her and find out about where did her journey begin and what brought her to where she is today. So you're in for a treat. Grab your seats, and we're going to be acknowledging you throughout today's broadcast as well. And I see Penny backstage, so I'm not sure if she's going to be popping on or if you're going to be just watching from backstage. You can type in the private comments and let me know. But I'm so glad to have you back here as well. All right, everybody, y'all ready for this? I know I am. We're going to do one thing. We're going to take a quick commercial break first. Then we're going to come back and we're going to start talking about Shirley Brockington. We'll be right back right after this break. You look beautiful, Shirley. Beautiful, beautiful.
When someone has lost a loved one, they want to know what exactly happened. They want to know, is the other person going to be held responsible? And they want closure. At Hunter & Everett, we help clients that have lost a loved one move on, and to do that with dignity and respect that they deserve.
All right, everyone, we are back and we are talking again with Shirley Brockington. And I want to formally share with you that she is a true entrepreneur and a philanthropist. She's the founder of Sisters Pen Power, which is an organization that empowers like-minded women of color to help cultivate their creative writing skills in order to connect and grow one word at a time. She is also an entrepreneur, a poet, a novelist, and a native Chicagoan from Cabrini Green. As a visionary, even at the age of 6. I'm going to let her share her backstory, so I'm not going to read that, but I'm excited to just introduce her. She has set her sights on being an enduring resource for so many women, and that's why she is here today. Welcome again, Shirley Brockington.
Thank you. And thank you
Oh,
for having me on today. I'm very excited. Finally, we reached this journey of graduation, the end of
yes.
it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. Now, talk to us if you would, Shirley. Okay, who said, hey, Vanita, you said good morning and congratulations, Shirley Brockington. Keep those comments coming in and we'll just stop and say, hey, right quick. Cool Gamer said, hello. How are you, Cool Gamer? Glad to have you in. And I see Sharice. She said, great morning, everyone. Here to celebrate you today. Who
Thank you.
else is chiming in? Anybody that chimes in, put some comments up throughout the broadcast. Thank you so much, Mackenzie, who's helping us backstage. All right. If you would, Shirley, take us back and tell us about your backstory. Who are you? What made you become so interested in Sisters Pen Power?
Well, first of all, I started off, I came to Chicago when I was 6 years old. And even from the age of 6 years old, I used to write poems and for my mother and do my own Mother's Day cards and all of that. And so I was always told I had the ability to write. And so I went on and got my education. I am a registered nurse. That's a long time ago. I graduated in 1974. And so I'm still an active RN, even though I still, my passion is writing. I went on into the writing part of it because I just loved it. My daughter was in high school, was in drama, and I helped her write her skits, and I wrote skits for the church, and I was just so told so many times of my talent. So I decided to take some writing classes, and I excelled so well in the writing classes that my instructor said, you have to do something. And so because I do have a backstory of my childhood, from childhood to Cabrini, and I was a survivor of Cabrini and living in the projects. I wanted to tell a story, so I wrote my first novel called Sisters. I'm sorry, called The Nurse That Disappeared. And
Hmm.
so, yes, that's my first novel. It's about somewhat of my backstory and including some of my friends who was part of me growing into the woman that I am today.
Wow. The Nurse That Disappeared. Okay. And where can people get a copy of The Nurse That Disappeared?
Well, I haven't published it. It's a finished product, but I haven't published it yet, and that's
I
why.
was wondering. I was like, how did I not see this? I
Yes,
was like,
absolutely. It has not been published, but it's
oh,
fully done. I completed it about a year ago, and I have not published it. And that was one of the reasons why I came up with Sisters Pit Power, is because the fact women like me who has products on the shelf that need to be put out there to tell the world of their story, we just letting it sit and collect dust. And so I decided that I would start a writing group so women like myself who just have been delaying doing the work and and creating a novel and putting it on as a published product, that I would just go ahead on and start an organization where we can motivate and cultivate each other. That's the purpose, because I'm not the only one. There's probably so many others out there that want to tell their story, who has already written their story and just don't know how to go to another level. And that's why I came up with Sisters Pen Power.
well,
And
that's
right now we're an
good.
active member of 14.
Right now, you have an active member of how many?
14.
Excellent.
Mhm.
I'm gonna share. Yeah, I'm gonna share the screen for a second because I have here. Well, I have about you, but because I wanted people to know about you as well. But I'm actually going to. Yeah, let me go over here. I want to show this for a second. When you go to sisterspenpower.com, let me pull this in. I want you to see, because then many of you that are interested in writing books and you're trying to find a supportive group to be a part of, this is Sisters Pen Power. This is the page that's about the founder, which is Shirley Brockington, who's here today. So you're seeing about Sisters Pen Power, the founder and visionary. But you can also learn more about the organization. Visit the homepage. And on the homepage, does it show? Let me make sure it's showing me what I'm attempting to show you here. Yeah. So here on the homepage, you'll get to see that they are an innovative group of writers composed of women of color who share common goals to improve,
Yeah.
cultivate, and enhance each other's creativity and writing skills. So you may have a backstory that you like to share in a writing format, in a written format. Then guess what? She's going to be able to help you turn your pain into prosperity through pen and paper. And so this is a group that people may want to very well be a part of right away. So you can click on learn to learn more. And then there's also different things that are happening, like retreats, meetings, coaching sessions. And she has it all set up with the exact times and days that you all meet in your groups. It's very well organized. So if you're looking for a group to connect with, this is a group that you can do that with immediately. And people right there, it says sign up. So when people sign up for Sisters Pen Power, what is that process of signing up like, Shirley?
Well, they go online and sign up, and then I'll get that information, and then I'll contact them, and we'll start that process of them joining our group and what's convenient for them, as far as being able to attend our Zoom meetings, what days they have available if they can attend. And they're
Okay.
usually giving me their schedule. So yeah, that's
I'm
how
going
that.
to put that right there in the comment section. So all you have to do, no matter what platform you're seeing this on, is copy and paste it into your browser, and it'll
Yeah.
take you right to the website, sisterspenpower.com. It'll take you there, and at the very bottom of the page, you can sign up. Is there a cost to sign up?
It's $99, but right now we're just trying to get active members, and so we're waiving it for the next 60 days, which is wonderful.
So once now you know what, y'all, that right there is a whole straight Kim Jacobs show special, because Shirley Brockington and don't play about her money. Just let me make y'all make you aware of that. She has other hats that she wears, which I would love for you to just tell us about that too, which I'm going to give you a chance to do. But for her to waive something for some 60 days is huge, y'all. So take advantage of it. That's amazing. I didn't even know that myself before we went on live. So
yes.
Thank you for doing that.
No problem at all.
All right. So you just got a great bonus here. If you go to sisterspenpower.com and you want to be a part of the writing group with very structured, organized group of women that's helping you. What if people aren't African Americans? Do they have to be African Americans?
No, just women of color. They could be Asians or any women of color, just long as they're willing to do the work and to join us and have fun. It's about loving on each other and empowering each other, Yes.
That's great. Well, technically, just so we're on the same page, Caucasian white is a color too.
Yes.
It's like, okay, so any color of your skin, go check out.
Depends on how you look at it.
Right, that's how I look at it. I'm like, whatever color your skin is, go join Sisters Pen Power and be a part of it. All right. People said you're doing wonderful work. I see that. Dennis Spraggins comment. Mackenzie, pop that on the screen for me. I see Jennifer Grant. OMG. I just saw her in Dallas at a conference. Hi, Jennifer, too.
Hi,
Thank you. Hey, Dennis. Thank you. He said that you're doing great work. Mackenzie said, congratulations, Shirley. She's backstage working here with me.
Yes.
Dennis said, much love to you. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm not missing any comments. Dr. Tina Ramsey, who's here. Remember, I was telling you we stream in 100 countries and 350 million households.
Absolutely.
This is Dr. Tina Ramsey.
Yeah. Hi, Dr. Ramsey.
So I'll connect you all as well. And that CTR Media Network, just so everybody know. And Jennifer Grant is with eWomen Network, and she is over in the Minnesota area, Minneapolis, Minnesota. So if you are looking for a networking group of business entrepreneurs and you are in the Minnesota area, definitely reach out to Jennifer Grant and let her know that the Kim Jacobs show sent you to her, because she would love for you to be in her chapter. All right. Woo! Tell us about the other hat that you wear.
Yes, as I said before, I'm a registered nurse, and I've been a nurse since 1974. I do have a business called Have a Heart Homemaker Services. I got sisters on my mind.
Yeah, sisters.
Have a Heart Homemaker Services, and we provide services for seniors and young adults with disabilities, and we help take care of them. Just simple as that. I have over 400 employees, and I have about 600 clients. And we have been in business since 2005, and it's growing and growing and growing. And I've been very blessed by God. Let me tell you something. You can see the fruit of your labor, and this is it. And now I'm on my second phase of my life, just wanting to write and and help other sisters so we can move forward in our writing journey.
I am so proud of you. I told you my cheeks were burning backstage. And the reason is because there are so many people that when they reach a certain age in life, they start to sometimes say, you know what, that season of my life has passed and it's not going to happen because it didn't happen back then, whatever back then is. But yet we're still here full of life. Look,
Yes.
your shoulder blades showing, you got plenty of life to live, right?
And let me tell you something, Kim, I am 72 years old, being 73 this year, and I am in school. And I want to share this with the audience. I just got my letter saying that I'm on the dean's list at 73, almost years old, and I'm in school for getting my master's in nurse practitioner at 73.
See, y'all, I mean, put some just for that alone. I want y'all to put some kind of love. Wow, right. Wow, Dennis said. Hey, doll, Jennifer said. Wow, this is amazing, Shirley. Jennifer said. Lots of comments coming in. Oh my goodness. Anytime you have somebody that's about to turn 73 in school, owning a company with 400 employees, 400 employees under her leadership, 600 clients, getting ready to kick this whole show off that she's going to be doing every Friday. And she's going to talk to you about that later in the broadcast. You cannot tell me what God cannot do for somebody and through somebody if you're open, willing vessel.
Yes.
You're proof of that.
Yes. But you have to put in the work.
Yeah.
You have to. I put in the work, and this is the outcome of putting in the work and just staying true to who I am.
That's good. I think that is wonderful advice. What other advice would you give people that have a dream? They really may not know where to start, but they know that they have that nagging feeling on the inside, but they don't know where to go.
Well, I first start off by writing it down. Put your dreams on paper. Have your vision board. Have a bucket list. That is so important to me. Do you know I had a bucket list that said that I wanted an RV? Not only did I get an RV, but I got a 36-footer and I drive it myself.
Oh gosh, no, I didn't know that. So you drive your own RV,
and it's a motor one. It's like a house on wheels. Yes. So I say, you know what? Go ahead on, do your bucket list and thrive from that. That is your vision. And that is how you will move from A to Z. Yes.
Wow. So y'all, anybody watching this, you have to be inspired. A 72-year-old woman who's telling you that she is the owner of a business with 400 employees. She also is definitely an author. She's also a mother and grandmother. She's also a new talk show host. She's also in school. She drives her own RV. I mean, I'm talking about like, whoa, don't.
Absolutely.
If she can do this, then we can do this as well. That's what it says to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow. I'm inspired. So thank you for doing and sharing your story and for being who God created you to be. All right. So yes, Justine Hilliard, Lady Justine Hilliard is on, and she said, I am shocked. What did she say? Put the comment up for me, Mackenzie, because I have to have my glasses. So okay. She said, I am shocked. I was giving up at the age of 64.
Oh,
but she said, now, congratulations and thanks to hearing your story. Are you going to keep on going, Lady Justine Hilliard? What can you share with her if she's 64 years old and she says she was giving up?
64 is young. It doesn't mean that you're over the hill. It just means that it's time to go to another level of your life, another phase of your life. That's all it is. You're just moving to the directions of positivity. That's what it is. So no, don't give up. Give in to the love. Give into your passion. That's what you do, darling.
Did y'all hear that? She said, give in to your passions, and you are full of passion, Justine Hilliard. So you can have a show too, just so you know. I don't know what you're thinking over there.
Absolutely. Come on and join us, girl.
So you can definitely have your own show for sure. All right, listen, we're going to take a commercial. Let me do this. Let me see. I got to find this one file because I'm excited. I don't want to get too ahead of myself because I'm so excited about everything that's happening here today and the fact that you have someone that's willing to share her journey and her backstory to help you on yours. So what I want to do is you can put the comment down, Mackenzie. I want to take a moment to find out from you, Shirley. You took this training. The training was pretty intense because it's like every week we're talking about a different topic, but the topic is customized to you to
Yes.
create your show.
Yes.
So I would love for you to just share your experience with everyone as to what the training did for you in creating your own show.
Absolutely. First of all, let me just tell the audience that I'm not very computer savvy, and I was reluctant to take the class because I didn't know where to begin and where to end, and that was where you came in as my instructor, and I appreciate that. You work with me within my schedule. If my schedule, because I'm such a business entrepreneur, if my schedule did not work for me for the day we had posted our time frame, you was able to adjust our schedule to make it fit. And that's what I like about you, that it was not always, precise, that if we have to meet every Friday, if I couldn't meet on a Friday and I could meet on a Thursday or Wednesday, you looked at your schedule and we compromised with each other. And that's what I love. And I want to thank you so much for that. And I learned so much from you, Kim. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I never thought I would get here I never thought it. And now I'm getting ready to have my own podcast. I just love you. And I thank you for your inspiration, your motivation that you gave me. And I just say, again, thank you. And I thank the Lord as well. Thank you.
Oh, well, I had no idea that you were going to say all of that because I don't nudge y'all and say, hey, don't forget you're going to have a testimonial. Say it, right? So I don't know what you're going to say. It's not scripted. But thank you for those comments, because even even sharing some of the, like you say, there were times that you weren't technically savvy type of thing, but you were open and coachable. And I love that about you. I love the fact that you were like, look, I don't even know what you're talking about right now. And you would be very, very candid and say some things. But I was like, oh, let me say it a different way, or let me do it a different way so that I could be able to make sure you were getting your needs met.
Right.
And I like that. I like that dialogue so that people don't have to feel like you have to come in and be robotic and speak only the way Kim wants you to speak in order for you to be in the training.
Yes. I just have to say, let the audience know, there was times I was frustrated. It's very natural, very human to be frustrated because I wasn't that computer savvy. But with your patience and your understanding, you rephrase it. You kept working with me, especially when we were moving on the system from StreamYard to whatever. It was very intense. And there was time, Kim, you have to tell them that I said, you know what, can we just end it today?
Yeah, you said today we done. We done. I was like, I'm the coach. I'm the coach.
Because of the frustration. But nevertheless, I moved forward and now I'm more comfortable, and I thank you, and all because of you. Thank you so much.
That's so funny. You definitely are a boss. You know how you when you're coaching or consulting with someone that is already a natural born leader and they are a boss already in their own right for real in society, then you still have, you kind of have to boss up yourself.
Absolutely. I didn't realize that's what I was doing when I was taking over. It's over. Can we just end today?
Yeah, and I was like, oh yes, ma'am. We can end. We'll pick back up later this week.
And we did.
And we did. And this was fun. And I'm really grateful because I think both of our spirits, if that makes sense, worked synergistically together. Absolutely. To get to the ultimate goal, which is where we are today, everyone. So as you're going through life and you're dealing with my mom is calling me. My mom would never call me right in the middle of the show. So I am going to do something and let you all hear. Good morning, Ernetta Caldwell. She's one of our Freestyle Friday experts. I'm going to let you all hear from Les Brown about his, and you can take that comment down, and I'm going to go put the Les Brown video up and call my mom too, okay, and see what's going on. But let's hear from Les Brown and his theory on you all being able to take the training one-on-one for 6 weeks, how to start your own show from scratch, and we'll be back. Here we go. Let me pull it up for you guys. Did it come on yet? Not yet. It's still circling.
This is the time you want to give yourself a competitive edge. If you got a message, you have some knowledge or experience, a story, or if you want to do something adventurous and exciting with your life that can increase your credibility, expose you to millions of people, I'm encouraging you to have your own talk show. I used to have a talk show. That one talk show catapulted me to another level. Now there are more people watching the internet, as you are aware, than television.
Yes.
Come on, somebody.
That's right.
Dr. Kim Jacobs, she trained people on how to have their own talk show. She will train you how to do that. And now with me working, partnering with her, now you have the combination of an audience, expansive audience. We have over 4 million people in all of our platforms, and the coaching you need to grow your business, to grow your multi-level marketing organization, to draw more attention to yourself in this noisy economy. Go ahead, Kim.
So in the training that I do, Les, I actually do a 6-week training. It's 1 hour per week. And each week I meet with the individuals one-on-one. We go through and we talk about all of the things that's necessary for a show to become a reality. We go from how to actually identify your focus area, what's going to be your ideal customer that's going to be tuning in. We'll talk about how to get guests, how to get sponsorship, how to go about getting your lighting, your branding, and your banners, and everything that you need to know. And guess what, Les? They own their own content at the end of the day.
And that's exciting. Now, if you're ready to create a shift in your business and in your life and increase your cash flow, I want you to go to KimJacobsConsulting.com. It's right there on the screen, KimJacobsConsulting.com. You know, people say opportunity knocks on every door. Right. No, opportunity stands by silently waiting for you to recognize it. So I want you to recognize that this is a time for you. This is an incredible time to have your own talk show. It establishes a level of credibility.
Yes.
And by being exposed to people on a regular basis, it allows you to strategically begin to impact and attract your audience. She can take you in a place in yourself that you can't go by yourself. So go to KimJacobsConsulting.com. That's KimJacobsConsulting.com. Did I say KimJacobsConsulting.com? Yes, you did. Very good. Make sure you go there and sign up for the coaching, and we're looking forward to working with you. You have something special. You have greatness within you. That's my story, and that's Kim's story, and we'll stick.
All right. Well, we're sticking to that, clearly. That's what Les said at the end, that's his story and that's my story. So listen, if you're interested in learning how to start your own show from scratch, all you have to do is go and visit KimJacobsConsulting.com. You can also inbox me or email me, kim@thebalancedoctor.tv, and we'll set up your training schedule. I work with you one-on-one. I did recently find out that there are people that don't mind working in a group setting. So if that's you and you want to receive a lower cost and you're going to be willing to go in with a group of individuals, then I definitely will customize a group package for you and a few others as well. And then there are some people that only want to learn the technical aspect of StreamYard and different platforms like that, and they don't want to have a show, but you may be a pastor or you may be a presenter or a teacher. Feel free to reach out to me. I have a package for that as well, where I work with you to set everything up, and you know how to work all of these buttons on your own. So tell us, Shirley, if you would, with you graduating today, with you being 72 years old, some people are just joining. This woman is 72 years old, owns her own business with 400 employees, is in school and drives an RV, and now is starting a talk show. Tell everybody your show name and where they can tune in.
Okay, thank you. The name of the show is Sisters Pen Power, and we will be launching our very first podcast Friday, August the 25th from 2 to 3 p.m. We have two wonderful panelists, one by the name of Winora Johnson. Hi, Winora. And Winora, we're very excited about her because she's a 3-time cancer survivor. She's a volunteer for various organizations who share her passion for research on stem cells. That's very important to her. She also works with these organizations who does genetic testing, and she would talk about that, how important it is for Black people to get genetic testing so we can beat this cancer scare.
Right.
She encourages our people of color and others to get into clinical trials so that you can get the new pilot studied medications.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good. So you're going to be having her come on, and she's going to be sharing her expertise regarding
Absolutely.
That's going to be beautiful. And who is your other guest? You said you had two panelists?
Yeah, Kim Washington. She's a minister, a motivator, and she shares her passion in the community, and she believes in self-love and self-help, and she's a server of God, and she's just a wonderful person. And she'll be telling her backstory as well.
Awesome. So that's going to be kicking off on August 25th.
Yes.
At 2:00 p.m.
Yes.
Central Standard Time, and it's 3:00 p.m.
Yeah, we have to make that clear. That's Central Time. Yes.
So you all are in for a treat. That's going to be her launch episode of Sisters Pen Power, and you don't want to miss that at all. So when people tune in each week, what can they expect to learn from Sisters Pen Power?
Well, they can expect to learn. We will talk about how to start writing, how to pick up the pen and just start jotting information down that you think might want to be part of your first piece of literature that you want to publish. We'll teach you we'll talk about how to join our coaching group classes so that you can enhance your writing skills, so you can cultivate your writing skills, because that's really what this is all about. Just learning how to take your information that you put on jotting down, because let me tell you something, there's no such thing as writer's block. I know they say that, but we have just write anything down, and what we'll do is come together and put it all together for you so it can make sense, if that makes sense.
Oh, that does make sense. So what you're saying is just get the thoughts. Like I'm probably, let me grab this for example. I'm gonna hold on one second because I want to grab this. Hopefully I'm not showing my whole backside. I think I am, but okay. This right here is probably a perfect example of I literally put these thoughts down, right? So all of this is my latest manuscript that I wrote. I'm big on putting the pen to the paper like you're talking about.
Yes.
So I did that now, but I have a coach in this regard that 2 years ago, they gave me a deadline to have the thing just typed and put in. So I just need to sit down and type it. This book is already done. Just got to get out to you all.
All right.
Ready to go. But I have several books that I'm working on here. And what I hear you saying is just get it out of your head, put it in paper. And what does somebody say? Tell her to come over. Oh, yes. Let me tell you. Dr. Nicole Peters as well is on today. I told you about Dr. Tina Ramsey. So you have some phenomenal options here. You have people saying, hey, tell her to come over here, right? So I'm going to be connecting you to some wonderful resources and people that you're going to be proud to be a part of. Dr. Nicole Peters is the owner and founder of Believe in Your Dreams television network. I love them. I love them. I've signed contract and everything with them too. So I am super honored to be a part of the beep, 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 beep. I may not be saying it. I'm not saying it on key. Beep, beep, beep. You're supposed to say beep, beep, beep. But the way they do it is real awesome. Community. So I'll be connecting you with Dr. Peters as well. Thank you, Dr. Peters, for that invitation. Yes, you on a roll. Your graduation is getting you some offers.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Thank you.
So she said you can come right on over here. So we're gonna be connecting y'all, three-way you to some resources that's gonna be fruitful for you. And I
Okay.
see that some of you graduates from How to Start Your Show from Scratch are on here. Thank you for being here today. And this is one of your new contemporaries. So you'll be being invited into a private group that we have, Dr. Miss Shirley.
Okay.
And it's going to be where you can collaborate with other graduates, help
Oh,
identify if you want to have some guests that they may have had on their shows come on your
yeah.
show.
Okay.
If
Yes.
you want to be a guest on their show and then they want to come and be a guest on your show, it makes your life a little bit easier to be a part of that private group that we formed for our graduates. Okay.
Great. Also, I would like to say that on our website, on our web page, if you're an author and you would like for us to expose and to recognize your published article, we will put it on our site for you with no charge at all, just to give you that exposure so that people can make a purchase of your book or your novel. Yes.
That's really good. And I'm going to show you what she's saying so you'll know exactly what that looks like, because there's one there already. And I know mine's going to be there too, because I'm going to send them over to her. So let me show
Yes.
you. Let me show you what that looks like. I love this page that on your website. Let
Thank
me
you.
pull this up, and then that'll give you a chance to talk about this queen that's listed on this bookstore as well, and who she is and what she represents in your life.
Okay, thank you.
So let me pull her in. I have so many screens open over here. So what in the world? All this stuff over here. Mackenzie, like, I can't see, I can't help you. Mackenzie, like, very helpful back there, but let's see. Okay, I think I could pull this in right here. Okay, so can you see? You all should be able to see my screen there. And no, not yet. Give me a shout out. A shout out. Shout outs. I see all of you all that are commenting, and thank you so much for your active participation. All right, I want to pull this in if I can. There we go. I think it's going to come in. Tell me when you can see it, and then it will not pull in. So I think I had too many things open. There it is. On my end, I can see it. So you see that? Yeah, there it is. I'm looking on Facebook, so I know you all can see it over there. Can you see that, Shirley?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So this is the bookstore page on sisterspenpower.com. And you'll notice that there's a book there. Tell everybody about the book and who's on the cover.
Okay, so we have Dangerous Love, from Battered to Boss Lady. That is Penny Crockett. She's my daughter. Yay! Yay! So let me just tell you a little bit. Penny is an awesome daughter. She's one of the daughters that has a master's degree in healthcare administration. And she wrote this book based on her true story about her being battered, which I never knew about it. She never brought it up. And that just goes to show you that when you are a battered person, you really need to tell somebody.
That's right.
To get some help. And she never shared this with me. And so this book is very special to me because she pours out her heart and soul about what she went through during this time of being battered. But she also helped overcome these obstacles. Again, like I said, she has a master's degree and she sells penny tea. That's
yes,
her
she does. Some delicious tea.
It's an awesome tea, and it's Penny's Tea, and it's in like 700 stores across the United States. And she's doing so well in it. And if you want to place an order, you can go online and order her tea and try it. Hi, honey. If you know you're listening.
Yes, she's been backstage. She was trying to make sure her mommy was on right. And I asked her, does she want to come on? She's like, no, she's just here to check on her mama. So that's a great daughter. She came backstage to make sure you were set.
Yes, and she's a great daughter and a wonderful mother and a publisher and entrepreneur. I love you, daughter.
Aw, love you, Penny. And thank you for referring your mom over to the training program. I
Yes.
really appreciate that. All right. So I see lots of comments that's still coming in. Mackenzie, if you would pop some of them up so we can acknowledge people in the studio audience that's taking time to comment on today's broadcast. Make sure you all sharing the broadcast as well. We're here celebrating Miss Shirley Brockington, as she is now the new host of the show Sisters Pen Power, that's going to be
Yes.
coming out August 25th at 2:00 p.m. East,
Yes.
2:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Absolutely.
Oh, this is a whole nother community that's on here. Nicole Ziegler. If you don't know Nikki Ziegler, you haven't met somebody powerful. This
Hi,
woman says
Nicole.
she's awesome. She said this is awesome. And Mackenzie said this is like a networking group. Yes. See Dr. Peters saying, wow, Kim, pen to the power, to the paper helps with each chapter. That's correct.
Yes.
Lots of comments coming in. Okay. Congratulations, people are saying to you. This is
Thank
awesome.
you. Thank you.
I may not be saying them all in the order, but I see
That's
all of your
okay.
comments.
All right.
So people are here celebrating you today. What other advice would you give people that are starting their journey? It's the first time that they're writing. You said put it out of your head into the paper.
Yes.
What other advice would you give?
I want them to be consistent. It's very, very important. Be consistent, because what happens is that when we put something aside, we forget it and we move on to something else, because most of our lives are very, very busy. So consistency is the pattern of growth. It really is. So you have to continue to write, even if it's just 2 words at a time per night. You have to be consistent in writing in order to get your piece of work, your art completed at some point. And so
That's good
consistency. Yes. I'm sorry. Got a
Oh,
little
that's okay. You have another contemporary of yours that's also about to graduate from how to start her own show from scratch. And she said, congratulations. This is awesomeness. And you are a true inspiration.
All right. Thank you.
That's Virginia Rutherford Hall.
Thank you, Miss Hall.
And you all will be in the same group together. So if nobody else communicate, y'all two will be able to.
Oh, okay, Virginia. I love to meet you.
All right. And she was in the airline industry for over 20 something years.
Like that. Okay.
Yeah. So y'all will have plenty to talk about. That
change is good.
Yes. Oh, you know what? I should have tagged. I wonder if Cynthia Lennox, she also just recently graduated from How to Start Your Own Show from scratch as well. But y'all, today we have Shirley Brockington here, and I just want to give you free reign to talk about anything else that you want to share about your new show, Sisters Pen Power, which is going to be debuting on August 25th at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time and 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anything else you want to share with people before we move forward?
No, I just want to just say to my audience that life is very short. Tomorrow is not promised.
That's right.
And we need to work fast, and we need to come together as sisters, no matter what color your skin are. As you said, Kim, that we're all sisters, especially sisters in Christ. And please join us so that we can move forward in our dreams and our visions. And let's do this. I know that there's some people out there that's, like you said, they have lost their way. Let's find your way back. Get with women that are powerful, so we can motivate in each other and grow together.
I love it. I'm not going to take more commercial breaks right now because we're here doing the graduation. And I just played the 3-minute promo video of Les Brown endorsing the program, How to Start Your Show from Scratch. But I do want to recognize our episode sponsors, which is Dr. Jody Bear. You can learn more about Dr. Jody Bear by visiting drjod.com/confidence-tones. And you'll learn more about the confidence tones and how they put your mind to rest and at ease to be able to have the most positive outcome in your day. Is confidence tones, and drjod.com/confidence tones. And remember, if you're interested in starting your own show, or you're not interested in starting a show at all, but you just need some technical training for your Bible studies, or you're trying to figure out how to do better presentations and have them look a certain way, feel free to reach out to me, kimjacobsconsulting.com. We have our episode sponsor, Hunter Everidge Law Firm, and we did play the commercial with them. With Hunter Everidge Law Firm, make sure if you're dealing with disability, or you're dealing with workers' compensation, or wrongful death of a loved one, reach out to them at 704-457-5000 and let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way. And 2 more episode sponsors I need to tell you about. One is my son, Jeremiah, jjacobs.com. I like to let you see who he is. He's 18 years old, just recently graduated from high school. But the reason I like to talk to you about him for a minute is because he does the websites. So if you're looking for your host, or you're a business owner or entrepreneur and you're looking for a website that's reasonably priced, reach out to jeremiahjjacobs.com. Let him know that his mommy sent you over there, Kim Jacobs Show. And these overlays and different things that you have where you can present yourself professionally, he does those in kits, and he can prepare them for you as well. So definitely reach out to him, jeremiahjjacobs.com.
Wow.
All right. Tell us, are you excited about today?
I am very excited. Yes, it's been a wonderful, wonderful 45 minutes thus far. I love
45
it.
minutes. Yeah, it's a whole hour show, right?
I know, right?
So my thing that I wanted to also, I know you told us about your backstory. You have 400 employees. You have 600 clients with your formal job.
Yes.
And you're also in school. You're 72 years old.
Yeah.
What is something that you wish you had told yourself when you were younger? Like you said, the lady that says she's 64 and was thinking about giving up in some areas of her life. What advice would you have told your younger self to get to even where you are today, or even further?
I would tell my younger self that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to have bumps in the road, that's part of life.
That's good.
And it's okay. It's okay. Don't beat yourself up, and just strive for excellence at all times. I would tell my younger self that being 15 years old with a baby at the age of 15 years old, that life still goes on, and that just continue to love yourself. Self-love is so important.
I love this advice that you're giving.
Yes.
So being 15 years old, having a baby, now being 72 years old, being a grandmother, business owner, entrepreneur, talk show host, author's coach, and all of this stuff. What was that turning point for you that really kicked it into gear, that just because I had this situation or circumstance happen, it didn't dictate the outcome of your destiny?
I think it was just within me as a young teenager, that was in me, because I knew where my mother only graduated. I think she didn't even graduate from high school.
Okay.
And I knew that I wanted more for my children than my mother could give us. My mother had 5 children, and we were never on welfare. She didn't believe in that system at all. She didn't believe how it dictated on who she can have in her home, and who she can see for his male companion or her husband being there. So because of that, it motivated me to want more as a 15-year-old. And I graduated from high school in honors, 10% of the rank of the class. I've always, when I was in nursing school, I was one of the top students, and I knew what I wanted more. I wanted more for my children. And I want to say that not only are my 2 girls with master's degrees, but I have a grandson that's a lawyer. And my granddaughters, one of them has a bachelor's, and the other one is getting ready to go to real estate school. So I am, just as I was motivated to do better, my children have motivated themselves to do even better than me. And I want to say one more thing, that getting my master's, working on my master's and my nurse practitioner, that was on my bucket list. This is what I want to tell the audience. Just put it on there on the board, and you can do it. Just believe in yourself.
So have that vision board. And
Yes,
I saw
vision.
Ernetta Caldwell on here, who's one of our Freestyle Friday experts, and she's a reinvent yourself specialist with
Yeah.
our show. And if you haven't connected with Ernetta Caldwell, make sure you do that because she has a Reinvent Her Academy, as well as she helps people with their vision boards. And she has a whole box and a kit that you work from to create it. So that's just great. And speaking of your children, and one of the questions is 15 having a baby. How did your parents take that?
They were not happy. Actually, I wasn't happy either. You see, back in the days, parents didn't teach you about protection or absence. They were ashamed to have that discussion with their children.
Hmm.
And so my mother never had that talk with me. And so having a baby, she was very upset.
Hmm.
But I knew that I wanted more. I knew that I was going to graduate. I was going to be at my best when I got to be a young woman. And
Hmm.
I put that in practice, and here I am today.
Wow, that's amazing. So you obviously continued to love on you
Yes.
and nurture you. Today's episode is also sponsored by CTRmedianetwork.com. And as I've shared with you all, we stream with CTR Media Network in 100 countries, 350 million households. And I'm obviously going to be connecting you over to them as well, Dr. Tina Ramsey.
Appreciate that. I would
Yes, so you're going to have quite a few connections, and all of which the ones that I'm connecting you to are incredible. So they are,
absolutely.
I fully endorse Believe in Your Dreams,
Yeah.
Television Network, and CTR Media Network. And I'll probably be connecting you to one other one, which is Lit TV, but I'll talk to you about that too.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. We have talked about a lot of things today, and I do want to pop this picture up to another one of our episode sponsors. And I think it's good to show you a visual of him because it's such a transformation in his life. If I can find this picture. Yeah. This gentleman right here is one of our episode sponsors. And again, they all have commercials. I'm just not taking a commercial break right now. But this gentleman here is also my son. His name is Ivan Jacobs, and he sponsors the show. And in sponsoring the show, he was probably about 300 pounds or so here in this particular picture. And he started his own personal weight loss journey. And the reason he decided to do that is majorpt.com is because he's been fighting a lung disease that he's been battling, and he wanted to go on his own personal journey. He's a student at UNC Charlotte, and he is National Association of Sports Medicine certified. And this is him today.
Awesome. Very
So he did this as his own personal journey. He now takes clients virtually and in person. So obviously, if you're looking at this in a different country, you're not coming to Charlotte, North Carolina, right? But if you are in Charlotte, North Carolina, he has a few clients right here in the Charlotte area that he can work with personally at your own local gym. And he also helps shop for food with you or for you. And if you're virtual, he's also certified to do that as well. Majorpt.com. Let him know the Kim Jacobs Show sent you his way. Those are our episode sponsors today. And I hope that you connect with one of those sponsors that's taking the time to be a part of our broadcast. And finally, I will let you all know that if you are interested in supporting this program, the Kim Jacobs Show, we're on Monday through Friday, just like any other daily show. And so in order for us to thrive and survive is strictly through community contributions like yourself. So please donate to the Kim Jacobs Show, $ Kim Jacobs Inc. or paypal.me/Kim Jacobs Inc. And those are some of the ways you can contribute. Before I present our final pieces to you, what do you want to say? Anything, Shirley Brockington?
I just want to first of all thank you for having me on. Thank you for taking me on as a student. And I want to thank the audience for listening. And just God is good. And I want to thank the Lord above that God is good.
God is so good.
Yes,
and
he is.
when we started however many weeks ago, it's a 6-week training, one-on-one, 1 hour per week. We work together. Did you see yourself here today?
No, I did not. I knew what I wanted, but I knew the journey might be difficult. And because, again, going back to me not being so computer savvy, I questioned myself, and I should not. But once you reassured me that you were there for me, and that if I had any issues that you would help resolve them. You were kind and patient, and I thank you for that. And now I'm here, and thank you.
But people promise a lot of things. People say, "Oh, I'm going to be here for you. I'm going to do it," because then,
Oh, absolutely.
sometimes people are trying to get your funds, right?
Yes.
But I really was there, right?
Yes, you were. You all the way 100%.
Well, that's
Yes.
good. Well, and I also had the privilege of working with, was it your granddaughter, Sky?
Sky, yes, I do want to mention her. Yes, she's, because I'm not computer savvy, you allowed me to have her in on some of our classes to help me navigate through the system. And I thank you for that. That's just goes to show who you are, that you are true committed to your client. And
Yeah, I
thank
definitely
you.
didn't charge no extra or anything like that.
Nothing, no extra, just allow me to bring her in, who's a computer genius, and she
Yes,
came
she
in
is.
and she worked well with me and reassured me like you did that things were going to be okay. And most companies would not allow that to happen, and I thank you for that, from the bottom of my heart.
Well,
Thank you.
she is definitely a blessing to you as grandmom, and she is all the way in your corner, as is your daughter, who came backstage to make sure that you were all set up and properly cared for today as well. And so thank you all, everyone that's been tuned in today. I do want to present something to you that is a part of our celebratory final moment. Let me,
Yes.
before I do the final presentation, I want to let you all know tomorrow and now depending upon what day you're watching this, because sometimes I do this as a replay. So if tomorrow is not August 10th on the day that you're watching it, then know that you're watching the replay. But for those that are watching it live today, tomorrow, August 10th, is my mom's birthday. She will be turning 72.
Ah,
And in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's officially known as, Dr. Mildred Somerville did a performance called "Spare the Rod, Spoil the Child" in Charlotte, North Carolina, and helped get Gabriel Michael Jacobs Day officially as a proclamation. So we're celebrating my mom's birthday
oh, wow.
and Gabriel Michael Jacobs Day right here on the Kim Jacobs Show tomorrow at 11 o'clock AM Eastern Standard Time. So I hope you all will be here. If you are interested in being a part of our 5K walk, registration is now open at gabesheartfoundation.org. It takes place on the fourth Saturday every year in Concord, North Carolina. And so you can come out and walk physically, or you can walk virtually in whatever city you're in, nationwide or globally, and be a part of the 5K walk. It kicks off at 8 a.m. September 23rd. Registration is now open. You can get t-shirts and all kinds of fun stuff. GabesHeartFoundation.org. All right, this is the part right here that I'm going to play some music. I don't think it's copywritten because I try to be very careful about playing music on this station. We
okay.
have to share royalties and all kind of stuff. So
Oh, I know.
let's play this softly in the background. Can you hear that?
I can.
The graduation! Yay! Now flood the comments because we are presenting the certificate, and you can take the comment down, Mackenzie. Thank you, Cassandra Davis, who did our certificate and does the flyers that you all get to see. But we are celebrating. Let me take the comment off for a second. You can see the full certificate and you can screenshot it. And the certificate states, certificate of completion on the Kim Jacobs online course of how to start your own show from scratch. This certificate is presented to Shirley Brockington on August 9th, 2023, and presented by me, your consultant and coach, Kim Jacobs. Congratulations to you. How do you feel about that?
I am honored. Thank you so much. I'm honored. Yes.
I'm so excited for you. So tell everybody one more time where they can formally check out your show.
They can check out my show. It's going to be launched. My first podcast is Friday, August the 25th. And it's going to be through StreamYard. And I want you guys to listen. Hopefully you'll be part of my audience, and maybe sometime one of you guys maybe want to be a part of my panelists. And And thank you for joining me, and thank you for joining this program and listening to my story and my future endeavors.
I'm so proud
Thank
of
you.
you.
Thank you so much.
So proud of you. Sisters Pen Power, everybody. New launch August 25th, Friday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard. I see you, Latrice, saying congratulations. And thank you all so much for tuning in to Mother Harper in her 80s. You're talking about you in your 70s. She called you a young buck, is what she probably would say. Because guess what? She's in her 80s.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Hi.
She just typed in, I want to put her comment up. Let me pop her comment up. Wait a minute. Pop that comment up for me, Mackenzie, if you don't mind, from Mother Harper. Can you see that? Mother Harper actually is someone that had a heart transplant from a young man that was 16 years old. And normally a heart transplant recipient may not have a heart beating that long in their body, but guess what? Hers has been beating for over 20 years.
Wow. Congratulations on that as well.
And she connects with the mom of the son. His name is Joshua. I remember the story. But she connects with his mother every year. And I don't want to cry, but yeah, she connects with his mother every year so that he can hear his heartbeat through Mother Julia Harper.
Yes.
Oh, boy. Thank you, Mother Harper, for coming on.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So, Latrice, I see you and congratulations. And I see all of your comments. Hopefully you'll go back, if you would, Shirley, and respond to some of their comments.
Okay.
I see some of them on Facebook, some are on YouTube, different places. I'll just tell you, but I'm excited and congratulations to you.
And thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Yes. Celebrating Shirley Brockington, new talk show host, Sisters Pen Power. Fridays beginning August 25th from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time or 3 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, everybody. You can take the comments down and we're going to go ahead and end today's broadcast. See you tomorrow at 11 o'clock.
Thank you. And I'll talk to you soon, Kim.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of The Kim Jacobs Show and for being in the virtual studio audience. Your presence truly does make a difference, and I look forward to you bringing your friends and family to join